So then we are back with the more understandings from the Renewed Covenant from the Aramaic English translation of the Word. This translation is from the original documents of the Hebrews of old, from Yahweh, the true Creator, given to the holy prophets of Israel. Very precise prophecies of our time. We can relate, and then we find those precision prophecies being in front of our very eyes, being then revealed. We find those very precisely from the time of Yirmiyahu and Yeshayahu, also then Ezekiel, Daniel, and we are during the times of the rebuilding spoken of by Yeshayahu, the 61st chapter. We find the time of rebuilding. Wars are prohibited. No more wars. There is a time of then a gap of peace where nations must rebuild. They must be informed, must rebuild, rebuild, rebuild. No longer war. The president of Syria is insane. He doesn't know what he's doing anymore. He's cornered. And the people must have then the certainty of there is a prophecy from more than 2,000 years ago, and it is the time of these prophets then to be obeyed. Simply a time of rebuilding. Nobody is speaking of religion. Only the fact of then the prophecy being revealed. It's a simply time of rebuilding. And then the nation must return to their homes and try to rebuild before the winter. There are many people that are outside of their countries and they live in camps, and then the winter is coming. No heating system. A lot of families, they will to die frozen. And then the people must be certain that the world then cares for them, because Yahweh has provided. He has provided the timing, the prophecy. He has provided a nation far away from them, extremely organized, and they can deliver the cargo escorted. So they can get to work. But this insane president must give up power. Lay down arms. It's no longer time for war. And then the provisory government can be sure they have help from the world. Other countries then giving them provisions and then materials to rebuild their countries. They must observe then trucks coming in with materials for them to rebuild. Read the prophecies. You can read yourself. Why do you think China is so far away, so extremely organized? It's the most powerful military in the world. So Yahweh then, the true Elohim of Israel, has provided for the entire world material so they can rebuild. But then they must be organized. And the president must give up power. He can't continue anymore. The more time takes place, the more people then they stay in other countries, and then they will die of being frozen. Because the winter is coming. A lot of those camps, they don't have a heating system. What are they going to eat? The war must be halted at an instant, and then turning these people back to their homes. It's a time of rebuilding. We must then become adults. What are they fighting for? His regime didn't work, so then give up. Get on an airplane, get his family out of there, and give him safety, so then they can do the trial someplace else. And the people must let him leave the country. It's enough for a person already making a heck out of a country, and it's not then wise for the people try to catch the person. Let him leave with his family outside of the country. So then the insanity of the country then is rid of. And then it's time to work, time to rebuild quickly before the winter. At least they're moving the bombs around and making sure people can return to their homes. He has become an outlawed. No other nation should be even get closer to him. He has to give up. Simply give up. Round up his family and get in an aircraft and then leave the country. It is absolutely prohibited from heaven continuing with any kind of war. Per the prophecies of the Creator, Yahweh, it is prohibited. And then the rebel, the great fighters of the country must understand their own people, they are living in someone else's place, other countries, in camps, and the winter is coming. If they don't die by bombs, they die by ice, frozen. So when they take on the town, make sure they don't destroy the stores. When they make an aim with their rifles, make sure they understand where they're aiming at. Don't simply discharge your weapon with no aim. Then you're going to destroy someone else's window. It has to be replaced. Until this president then is taken down from power and leave the country. And then the government puts down then the arms. And no harm should be done to them. They should be protected. Because if the rebels, they want peace, then the military and those from the government should not be harmed. When Yahweh of Israel says no more war, no more war. He is the owner of this earth. He owns it. And if you don't know Him, you know Him later. But for the sake of your own people, winter is coming.